Hello, everyone, and welcome to my happy place. I hope it becomes yours as well. Hello, my crafty friends. So, today I'm going to work on a junk journal, and I went ahead and did the cover of it without you. The cover is actually an old file folder. I covered it with fabric. I embroidered this with my embroidery machine, and then I just kind of Frankensteined it. I glued it first, right? And then I just used my machine and stitched it on. I stitched all the way around, and then I stitched on these. You don't have to do that. You don't have to stitch them if you don't want to, or you can stitch them and not glue them. And then I put ribbon through this top part here, and then I just stitched that down. And these I kind of cut so that they would create pockets inside, right? Like this. So it's only one side of the file folder. I need to make that clear too. So it'd be like this. Because I like this size. It ends up being about 5 1/4 by a little more than 7 1/2, which I think is a pretty good size. I did this because I printed this really cool kit from Sevenplaza, and I want to be able to use it and do it. And so the kit was pretty much all green, flowers and plants. You can see. And I actually printed these on just copy paper, and then I glued them together to make them doubly thick so that they would be a little sturdier. And then I just put them in here. Some of them were a little bit shorter. Some of them I created like pockets, like these. This one's got a little tuck pocket, those two that are in there. But I've simply just folded them in half to create this little section here to put into the book, right? It did come with this as well. I've been kind of planning this. Look, I've got all these like little goodies for this, right? I've got extra fabric and some lace and things for cards. I've got specimen slides. I've got that for in here. There's these journaling cards. I do want to put one of these in. I've got these I want to get in here. The time card. I thought that would be kind of cool. These little plant things. I want to be able to fit them in there somehow. I thought this was actually packaging. I thought that might be neat in here somewhere. It did come with like its own little, these are all bits and bobs that came with the kit itself that I'd like to kind of use. Oh, I've got this pocket I want to use. Here's something else for there. Green tags, definitely. There's some more fabric. Oh, I wanted to use one of these pockets that I made. I want to use that in here. I made a bunch of tags with the other side of the folder. So I want to be able to use some of those in here. A little bit more of that. And then these are just like the extra pieces. And I held on to those just in case I want to use them. This is kind of an interesting shape. And I saw recently where somebody used a shape like this in a book in like the middle to create a unique pocket. And there's a couple of those. So we might try to do that. This is because I used these. I had printed out this kit twice. I printed it out smaller as well, and I used it to make a file folder. Where is that? I think it's in here. It is. Yeah. So, yeah, I made this along with Margaret from Sevenplaza. And that's why I have all those extra little pieces. Yeah, see, I stuck things in here. And you don't do the back. This is just from 3 envelopes. It was a pretty cool project. And I happened to have this kit, so I made that along with her one day. Stick this back in my book. This is my book of things that I make. See, I did the cover this similar. You know, I kind of Frankensteined it and put an applique on it. And but it has more signatures in it. It has 5 in it. But they're all blank so that I can add things to it. But anyways, we're not talking about that one today. We're talking about this one. Okay, so let's get some of this stuff out of the way because we want to work on this one. And actually, the next step we need for this is we need to cover this up. And actually, this page would work really well for that. There. And I really kind of wanted to use this page for here, but it's not going to be big enough. So we're going to need something to go behind it. We need a page for behind it. I'm trying to think what I've got. And I'm trying to think what I have printed off right offhand that would look okay behind this. And I think I have. I think we'll use this. It has kind of like a greenish tint to it. I think we'll use this. I'm not sure we're gonna. So we'll do that here. We're gonna glue this here. And we're gonna glue this here. Yeah. Let's mark that. So we can cut it. And I want to cut it right there. And I'm going to cut it right there. And that one doesn't need cut at all. Let me grab. We're going to use this one. Only because it's easier on the camera. That's the only reason. I don't normally use this one unless have to cut while I'm filming, because otherwise it makes the guillotine makes the camera go wonky sometimes. So I try not to use it when I'm filming to make it better for you all. All right. Let's just set that up there, set it aside. There we go. Much better. That'll work. Now, maybe we need, I think we're going to flip this actually, because that way we could put like the beginning of the journal here, and then this page would be blank in the back. Okay. And we're actually going to use art glitter glue with this, actually, I think, so that it'll dry quicker. If I can get this open. I haven't used this in a minute, and you can tell. All right. Let's put I heard another YouTuber the other day say, oh, I'm, really generous with my glue, but I watch some people and, they don't use very much glue. And I'm thinking, well, some of us can't afford to be buying glue every week. So some of us have to use it a little bit more sparingly. What is going on with this? It just keeps getting clogged up. Like, it does not want to. I wanted to use this because it'll dry quicker. Because I want to be able to put the signature in. But it wants to be a pain to get out. All right. Let's see here. Go around the edge. Not too close because we don't want it to seep out. Come on. What is going on here? It's the only bad thing about this. When it's not full, it doesn't want to. And this one is getting down there. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like, well, it's about half a bottle at this point. I think I do have more of this or not? Well, it might all be gone finally. This might be the last of it. I've been babying it, but now it's finally warmer and I can order more. Because I live in Ohio, and in Ohio, you can't order it when it's cold. It will not come. People will not ship it. Because it will not be any good. It will freeze. But I'm telling you, it is a really good glue. It really is. And people say, oh, if you're a beginner, don't use, it's probably not the best glue to use because you can't reposition, whatever. But you know what? I'm a beginner in junk journals and I use it. Whoops. Okay, we do need to put these down. I want to glue, let's see. I want to put glue here, and here, and there, and there. And we actually, I want to do this. And you know what? We might use, that way this creates 2 pockets there, which is good. And is this big enough? No. You'd have to cut it this way. Well, I'm going to think about what I want to do with that. We might use some of these scraps. It's kind of the wrong way. I thought about just taking this out, putting it here. Maybe that panel. And then using this here. I don't know. I'm not sure I love that idea. No. I don't know. Something will come along. That'll make me go, yeah, that's exactly what I want there. But it hasn't come to me yet. All right. got these. All right, we need to make sure that these are like that. Now, I can't decide how many pages is this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. It feels pretty full, actually. Ooh, some of these kind of stick out. But you know what? That doesn't really bother me. I'm actually kind of okay with that. I was thinking about putting some plain pages in here, but I don't think I'm going to. All right. So the next thing we need to do is I like to go ahead and sew the signature in and then decorate it from there. Because like I know this is how I want the signature to go. And then I can kind of decide where I want pockets and things like that. And grab my little kit here and my little thing. We've got clips and this and this. All right. We've got that. Okay. Let's start by clipping this. Oh, I don't think we need these big ones. Or the smaller ones. Let's use the smaller ones. Okay. I'm going to use that. 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 And that. Oh. That one didn't seem to want to clip. Got a dud. I got a dud clip. Okay. They came from the Dollar Tree. What do you expect? All right. We got that. Okay. We're going to put this down here. We're going to bend it in half. Here. And we're just creating like a template, basically. That's all we're doing. Okay. There we go. That. We're going to line it up at the edge of the book. And we're just going to eyeball. That seems to be about the center. We're going to come in. We want to catch this page. So we're going to do that right there. And we're going to catch this page. So we're going to go right there. Okay. So those are going to be 3 of our holes. Got this nice piece. We're just going to make holes right there. Just like that. And we're going to bring this up here. And we are going to put holes through. There we go. And there we go. Right through there. And we need our book. A book cover. just a little bit to about right there. Kind of bend that to make sure that's in there right. And then we're just going to put the holes right there. And you can see how it's kind of on that crack right there. Okay. Now, that part's done. We need some twine here. We want to do 3 times. This is what they say, 3 times. Well, they say 2.5, but I've heard people say 3, so 2. So I just do 3. Better safe than sorry, right? Okay. That's that. And we need a needle. And I don't need a huge one. Let's try that one. Thread the needle. Just like that. Okay. So you're going to stick it through this middle first. And it's going to go through your book cover as well. You're going to pull that through. Now, I might have learned that for this from Bitty Penny, I think. You hook that there. Okay. Now, you're going to bring it through this hole. And it's going to go through this hole in your signature. Right there. There we go. And then it's going to come down here. We're going to put it back through this hole. Is that right? Yeah, this is right. I'm pretty sure. Right. And then it's going to come up through this middle one again. But when you do that, you got to be really careful that you don't split the thread in this signature. Just like this. And you'll be able to tell if you do, because if you do, you won't be able to pull it. And see, I was able to pull it really easy. So some people just knot it and make a bow. Some people cut it off. I like to just knot it and make a bow. And you can tell where the signature is. In the middle there. Cute. All right. We don't need these clips anymore. And our signature is sewed in. See? Looks nice. And it's not going anywhere. Pretty cool, right? All right, now our signature's in. Okay, now comes the fun part. Now we get to decorate. And that is, to me, the fun part. Let's put all our clips away here. Grab this so we can use that again if we need to. Put that over there so that can get put away. All right. Oh, and I've got some little mushrooms. to decorate. Oh, we can use some flowers too. All right, let's look at all the bits and bobs that are in here. Let's empty this out so we can pour these in here and take a look at them. Let's move these. Let's see what we've got working with here. Oh, there's lots of stuff. Oh, there's some stamps. There's lots of stamps, actually. This is a book, like a tag. That's another tag. Another little one and another. That's a tiny little tag. Let's see. These can kind of be journal cards or pockets. That could be a pocket. These are most likely journal cards because they're like little postcards. That's pretty big. That could be a tuck spot. Oh, this is definitely a pocket. That's probably going to be a journal card. That's going to be a pocket. Some journal cards. And these are just decorations mainly. That's another little tag. Yeah, those are decorations. Okay, so let's start finding where we want to stick this stuff. So we do have some blank pages in here, and then some not so much. The thing is, this is so pretty. I don't want to cover a ton of it up. That's already got a tuck pocket. This might go. Okay, down here. Maybe this should go on here as a decoration. What if I split it and put half here and half here? I think I might do that. Let's do that. See, I knew something would come to me for that. Let's see, this is 2.5, so I need it to be 1.25. Be half of it. All right. So we're going to put that on there. And then this one is going to go on here. Or do I want to do that the opposite? I do want to do it the opposite. I want to do it like that. Okay. Back to using the Nuvo glue. I don't have time to mess with the art glitter glue. And this is much easier. We'd be here all day. And I don't think you've got time for that. So we're just going to do this. I mean, this glue dry. This is great glue. And it just doesn't dry as fast as the art glitter glue. But I think we'll be okay if it doesn't dry as fast. All right. Okay, now we've got those covered up, which is good. Okay, what are we were auditioning this, and I kind of feel like, number one, let's cut this white off of here. We don't want that. Or this. Okay. What if we... I almost like this better over here. Let's stick it there. All right, we're just going to draw a line of glue around 3 sides. And we're going to stick it there. All right. How about this? I feel like this needs to be... new. What if we put this up here? I like this up here. So we're only going to do that because this is going to be a tuck spot. Because you saw those cards, we're going to need lots of tuck spots. Okay, so I'm just going to put that there. All right, so that was good for that. This definitely, that's got a postage. This could be another little, where's one of those kind of more? Oh, yeah. Okay, that's a tuck spot. Let's put this over here as another one. I am so excited because I have been waiting to do this for a while now. I really have. I've been like, I just feel like I want this here. I don't know. We need something kind of to decorate. Okay. Let's see. What else did we have? Oh, we had this. I wonder. I'm not sure about that one. Okay, that's going to tuck into something. Oh, that's another pocket. We want to use that. These can be tags, journal cards. Oh, here's another pocket too. Those are more tags. This is another pocket. And that's decoration. This could actually be tucked into something probably too. Okay. We need to find where this is kind of a big piece. No. No. Maybe we won't use this in this. Although, I wish I would have sewn this in here. But these greens don't really, I don't think I'm going to use this. Because the greens don't really go, and I just don't really like it in here. So I'm going to put that aside. We're not using that in here. I do want to use this in here though. So maybe it's kind of big for this journal. So maybe we use it here. I think that'll be all right if we use it here. I'm trying to think. This is bothering me that it's... Maybe we need to age this a little bit. Okay. All right. We've got that. Let's use some antique linen and just... We don't really have to do the whole page. We just really have to do like around, right? Because the pocket's going to cover up most of this, right? So while we're doing this, what do we talk about? Oh, let's see. Over the weekend, it was Mother's Day and my birthday. So that was fun. All my kids made it a special weekend for me. And I got to see my grandbabies too. So that was exciting. And let's see, what else? All right, that's good for that. Now let's do, I think the coffee stain one makes the most sense because it's like a flower journal, right? So let's do that. Let's use the walnut instead of vintage. It's a little bit darker, more what I would think a coffee stain would be. Yeah. Let's do this. Here. And something up here. Just put a splatter up there. Now, let's see if that looks better when we put, yes, much better. Let's just do one last little thing here. Let's just kind of so it doesn't look so new. There we go. Perfect. All right, much better. That looks much better. I'll leave those out in case we need to use them again for anything. Oops, let me pick that up with that so we don't get that on anything else. All right. And stick that back. Let's stick some glue on this. And we can glue this in now. We could actually make it a double tuck spot, we could have, but it's too late now, but we could have made it so that you could put stuff behind it as well. I just now thought about that. But, I mean, you can put stuff in it, which there's a lot of room, so it's pretty good. I think that should be plenty. All right, so we've got that. We've got this. That already has a pocket there, though, so we don't really need another pocket there. Let's see. Pocket, a tuck spot, a pocket, another little tuck spot, new. What is the deal? This one should have been like probably more up front, but that's okay. New. They're all so pretty. It's like I don't want to cover stuff up. Should we make it like... I don't know. No. Maybe it won't be used. Oh, I feel like this has these two pages, neither one or that one. There's a lot of pages that don't have tuck spots that we need to figure this out. That one. You can see where this is where my printer was running out of ink. Do you see this? How it was turning them like blue instead of green. Oh, I can't wait to get a better printer. I mean, there's nothing against my printer. It just, when you want to print a lot of digitals, it runs out of ink pretty quickly, which is not good. Maybe... What does this make sense with? Okay. Daisies. We could just use it to cover that up. We could make it, this is what we'll do. We're going to make it a top tuck spot. Let's put a notch in it so that people know. And let's trim this white off of here. There. There. And I feel like this needs rounded some reason. Okay. Let's put a notch in here. Just right there. And then we're going to glue that in. But once again, we need to age this some. Let's get this. Just give it a little bit of love. A little bit of love. It says, hey, I have been used before. And let's use antique linen for this one. And there we go. That's better. Definitely better. All right. Let's put some glue on here. We're going to put it on here, here, and here. And we're going to stick this in right there. There we go. Then we can slide something in, and something can also be tucked in there. All right, and while we've got this, let's go ahead and ink this page here while we're in here. I don't know what we're going to do with it yet, but it's just a little one, and I just don't want it to be white. So let's do that. And let's run this over it here. There we go. Much better. Okay, do we have any other? Oh, that one's kind of... This looks like it needs to be another copy stained one. Let's just dirty up these pages a little bit. Can't have anything being too white, right? It's too old. So we're just gonna, you know how like an old book, the pages around the edge start to discolor from where the light has like hit it? It's kind of the look we're going for here. It doesn't have to be the whole thing, it just has to be like the edges. Okay, there, and let's do a big coffee stain right here. The walnut. There we go. Then maybe a splatter up here. Here. And in this corner here. There we go. Looks much better. All right. It's scrunched up some. Are there any other? Let's flip through here real quick and make sure there's no other pages that we need to do that to. Oh, these here. Is this the last one? Those are good. Those are good. Those are good. That's good. Yeah, this is the last one here. All right, one more time. Let's color these. Where's the lid for this? Oh, it's on here. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. There's a snake in your boots. Once again, we're kind of just discoloring the edge here. We don't really need to get the whole paper. Just kind of get that. I think maybe we'll put a tab or something on that. I'm not sure what we're going to do with that to make it look like. And let's just crack this. Just to give it a little bit of age here. And up here. That's pretty good. All right, good to go. All right, now we're all done with that. Okay, good to go. Now, let's figure out how we want to decorate this. Let's see, we need this. We've got this pocket that needs to go in still, which is a kind of a cool, ooh, that would actually look really good right there. I'm gonna put that there. Let's get some glue out here. There we go. Let's put that there. Because that actually gives us 2 pockets, 2 tuck spots right there. So that's good. That'll work. Okay, so we've got that pocket there. We don't have any here. Those are going to be that. I think we need to pull out the big guns, folks. Let's take a look here what we got. Let's see if we've got anything that would kind of go with this. Oh, we've got these. I forgot about these. And I definitely wanted to use some of these in here. Let's see. My problem is I hate to cover up these pretty pages. I hate it. I hate covering them up. I almost like want see-through pockets. These. I kind of like that. Let's put that one there. interesting. Where'd that one page go? This one. Okay. Crunch that up a little bit. Okay. Tuck pocket. Tuck spot. New. Maybe I just... angle it. We could just... we got here. We stuck this. Let's put a notch in this. Just a little bitty one. Let's put this here. Okay. Let's put it right there. And that. Okay, we've got that. Let's go through and put some stuff in here and see where we're at, right? Okay. That's got something bigger here. There. There's like 2 whole pages here that don't have anything. This needs to be like, yes, they're pretty, but they need to have something of interest or something to interact with, right? So, if I had ink in my printer, this is what I would do, which I don't, so I'm not going to be able to do it. But if I did, I would print this page again. I would cut this part off of it, and then I would glue it on here like a pocket. And then it would look like a band, and you could tuck it in. That's what I would do if I had ink in my printer, but I don't. So that's a problem. Even though I just bought ink at the beginning of the month, my printer used it all quickly, which means I need to invest in a different printer that doesn't use ink so quickly. Okay, we've got work here. All right, so we might leave that because I might do that someday. All right, we need to find some solutions here to these. All right, so we've got those. Let's look at all our little bits and bobs that we saved from the other project and see what we've got here. The problem is they're not the same size, so it's not like I can just, although this one almost is, slip it on. Let's see here. This one's kind of small. What if we used it as a belly band right here? And that looks good to me. That we need to just snip a tiny little bit off. And we're actually going to snip it off at this end because this end is rounded a little bit and I don't really need that. All right, so let's put some glue here and here and make this into like a belly band in the middle here. All right. That gives us another tuck spot, which is great. Let's tuck that in there. Okay. So that gives us another tuck spot. This, what are we going to do with this? Plus, it's not really the right color because my printer was running out of ink. So it's like a blue-green. A blue-green. Mm-hmm. Gotta think. We could, one of these we could do another belly band, actually, sideways, which would work on that. Let's actually do it on, well, it looks better on this, but no, it really needs to be there, I think. Yeah, it does. Let's put that there. Okay. Another problem solved. Let's see. Okay, we need to stop jumping around. All right. That doesn't have to have one because it's kind of the front. Okay, this doesn't have one, but I feel like something needs done with that. These are too big for this. Damn it. These have Velcro. See? And then you open it and you can write, which are kind of cool. And then they're still a pocket. Let's put one of these in here. Let's just do this. All right. That does that to that. Okay. Okay, so that has one, that has one. This does not have anything, and neither does that. Well, that one we decided what we would do with it if we could. This page. All right, let's put some decorations on some of this stuff. So I'm pretty sure that this is long enough. And I'm going to have to fast forward a lot of it as it is. So I'm going to pause this and I'm going to come back when I'm done decorating it and do a flip through. How's that? And that makes more sense. So, because I think it's going to take a while to decorate this, and I don't want you to have to sit through it. So I'm going to decorate it, and I'll be back in 2 shakes. Okay, it's done. It took a long time to get it decorated, but it is done. I did put a closure on it. I sewed a piece of this fabric. I just ripped a thin piece and put a button on to close it because it's a little bit thick. So I felt like it needed a closure. Otherwise, it would be just open all the time, right? I did put some corners on it as well. And I put this little thing. I didn't put anything on the back. I didn't feel like it needed anything. So here we go. So I did stamp this little guy in here. He's a Tim Holtz guy. He looks like a scientist to me, like a mad scientist. So I thought he went really well with this theme, the kind of science theme. Usually mostly scientists are men, even though I have a degree in science, but and I am certainly not a guy. So I put some little stamps here, put some writing. I put some stamps here. I wanted it to look like, I didn't color them in because I wanted it to look like somebody sketched them in and then put some notes. Most of these cards are blank on the back so that they can be written on. I did stamp a little number on there. I put that on there and decorated this pocket. This is that pocket that opens up and you can write in here. So that's kind of cool. This page, I added the flower and the number. I did stamp on this card on the front to make it look a little bit more believable. I made this book. This is what I ended up doing with this page. I folded it over in half. I added this piece to make it more like a book. And then I found some notebook paper and I kind of just cut it and put it in with a brad so that it was like a little notebook. So I put that in there. That, I decorated that. This, I just took a bunch of the stamps, glued them together and to make a belly band here because I needed something. This is that page that I had said that if I had ink in my printer that I would have reprinted it and done that. But I was thinking about it. I got towards the end. I'm like, you know what? I'm probably not ever going to do that. So I need to do something with this. And I had a bunch of these stamps left over. So I went ahead and there were plenty of things left over. I could have used even more. That she gives you so much ephemera with this. It's really actually nice because you get to pick and choose and you're not like just stuck with just a certain amount. I really liked that. This is what I ended up doing with that that card that was for I don't know, it came with stickers or something. I don't even know what came with it. It was in the back of it and I thought, oh, this is kind of pretty. And so I covered the back of it. I had this piece of paper that had this drawn flower on it. So I just decided to go ahead and use that. And I stuck that little "it's all good" on there. This I ended up decorating. You have to be tricky if you're going to decorate, if you're going to stamp on these glassine bags. Okay, folks, here's the thing. I was recording this look through and the video, I ran out of room. So this is where I stopped. I was talking about this glassine bag, how you have to be careful when you stamp on them because it does not dry very quickly. So when I stamped on this, I put a piece of white paper here, and so that when I closed it, I could move on and work on other things on the book, and this wouldn't transfer onto this page. So just keep that in mind if you're going to stamp on these kind of glassine bag type things. So I added all this stuff, stuck this little bookmark type thing in here. This, I stuck a guest check in here. I just put that it was a bill for seed packets, fertilizer, and a hose. So I put Sevenplaza down there because I'm probably going to keep this book, but if I don't, or like one of my kids has it someday, I want them to know where the idea and the kit for this book came from. And then I just stuck this little drawing in there, some of the tags. I need to stick little things on those. I haven't done that yet. In here, I stuck the specimen slide. This one was already decorated. And I stamped this card with some cursive writing just to make it look a little more believable. Once again, the backs are blank, so that leaves you plenty of space to be able to write on them if you want to. These all come out. I have added some words every now and then around. This one, that one came out. This, I added that little thing in this little ephemera piece that I had made. There's a video on how to make these if you check. I think it might be a short. But it's in my video list. I'm going to try to go through those and separate them so that into better categories instead of just by length and time for people, because some people are, interested in different things. This one, I stuck a little clip on and attached this little piece. I just thought that was I've had these little clips. I bought them a while ago and I haven't really used them. This is that bookmark we stuck in here. Put a tab on that. Stuck that in there. We're in the middle of the book now. This, I just put a flower on that card. Stuck some stamps and words on there. This one, I put the stamp there again. And that, and stuck a flower on that card. Here we put a mushroom on and put some ephemera there. I might have rounded the corners of these, probably. Stuck that in there. I added some little flowers. This is kind of interesting because it had this little tab. And it had a little area here. So I just put it over the page, like it's hanging on there. These came from a magazine, but they're kind of scientists, so I thought that was kind of cool. Stick them in here. And when I had Sophie go through this book, she thought these were neat. She's like, oh, this is Bob and George, and those are my friends, and here's a picture of them. She thought that was kind of cool. Another drawn picture of a flower. And there's the video on these too. It's a short. It's just how you can use, any kind of paper and then trace a flower using a light box. So, or any image really, you could do that with. I added some more stamps and ephemera here, a sticker there, a flower. That's just like a bookmark thing. I didn't do anything to this. Here, I added the words here. Oh, I put that stamp there too. This is all one piece. I tried to put this on here to see if it would hold the picture, but it wasn't holding it real well because this is part of a magazine, so it's a little bit shiny and slippery. So I ended up gluing that on there. It's more for decoration than anything. And then I added these little flower pieces in here, just like somebody found them when they were walking around and just stuck them in their journal. I did end up adding one of these pockets, and I think it looked okay. I added it on the page that was kind of more faded, so that worked out, and put these little tags in here, and I just put some ephemera on there. This was Sophie's favorite, actually. She liked how this had this little tag, and there's a little tag here, and this tuck spot here. And I had added a stamp on there. I put a word on the back of that. Yeah, and a flower up here. This was her favorite. And this is a little nod to Margaret, because I know that she collects a lot of these, and so I have one of these books. It was given to me like when I was little, like in 1976. I think I was like 4. And so I've been sparingly using it, so I thought I'd put one of those in here. And I had stamped on here. This is the time card thing that I ended up making. I did cut that out of this video because I'm going to do a short, just on how to make this. And it was a little bit, it just added too much length to the video, and this video is already long enough. So, but it was pretty simple, and it's simply 2 time cards, and I stamped all the numbers on here, wrote, kind of tallied it up, signed it, and put to Sam Smithson, I don't know who he is, and stamped approved on it. And there's paper in it, so you can use it if you want to. And that's it. I didn't put anything on the back of it. I don't normally, and that is it. And I love this book. It's only my 4th book that I've made. So I think Sophie said I'm getting better at it, so that's a good thing. And I really do enjoy the kits. And for sure, check out Sevenplaza. Margaret, she has a Ko-Fi shop. They're gorgeous. I'm not getting anything for, telling you about her either. I just happened to follow her, and I really like her. And I've purchased several of her kits, and I just think they're terrific. And I like to, try new things out. So that's that. And that's our book. So thanks for sticking that with me. I know it's a long video, and I apologize for that. Certainly fast forward through where you need to, and slow down some areas maybe where you need to do that too. So once again, thank you, and take care. I'll catch you next time. Thank you for watching Happy Place Crafting. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It means a whole lot.